Shakur Stevenson claps back at a fan that trolls him about being afraid to fight Gervonta Davis. It's about to rekindle an old beef, y'all. So make sure that y'all watch this one, because y'all ain't gonna want to miss this one. And make sure that y'all hit the like button and sub to the channel if you're not already subscribed to the channel. So ever since Shakur Stevenson announced to the world that he was moving up to 135 and he wanted all the smoke with any and everybody that was in that division, the fans started talking. They want to see Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. You know, Shakur, he made it clear that he called out Devin Haney because Devin is the one with all of the belts. But recently, a fan, you know, he got to trolling Shakur Stevenson on Twitter. And he said, hey, you calling out Devin Haney and everybody else, but you don't want no smoke with Tank. I bet you won't fight Tank. And y'all already know how Shakur is. Shakur is about that action. And Shakur immediately responded to the fan, or the troll, or whatever you want to call him. And this is what Shakur had to tell him. And y'all see what Shakur told him? Man, get off my nuts. I'll fight anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. On everything I love, I'll fight anybody. Y'all see, Shakur, he gonna respond to any and everything, and he really about what he's saying about. Because I don't understand why a lot of fans think that Shakur is scared of Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis already told y'all that Shakur is a real problem. When Tank and Shakur sparred back in the day, Tank told y'all that, hey, this dude is a problem. I had to up my game to mess with him. Now, let me play y'all this footage just in case y'all forgot.
Being excited, I actually sparred Shakur.
How'd that go?
The first time we sparred, I sparred him back when he was younger.
Right.
So when I sparred him for this cut, I sparred him first time. I was like, this motherfucker bad. I had to up my game on him.
So yeah, I had to play that audio footage for the ones in the back that be talking about, oh, he capping. He ain't never said that. So you heard it for yourself. That was Tank saying, hey man, the first time I sparred him, he was younger, but then now I came back and sparred him again, and I'm like, man, this MF is bad. Like, he made me have to up my game. Yeah, he liked that, he bad. And that was probably about 5 years ago. Now imagine how much better Shakur Stevenson has gotten since then. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson is a dog now. So I don't understand why people think that Shakur would be scared of Tank. Now, remember y'all, Shakur already aired out Tank. They went at each other, you know, back in 2018 on Twitter, and they was at each other's helmet. They was going back and forth, and I'ma just show y'all what took place. I'ma take y'all back down memory lane, just in case y'all must have forgot. Now, for everybody to know, Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, they on good terms now. You know what I'm talking about? Shakur, he quick to let you know that that's a fight that he won't, that he'll fight Tank, but they on good terms. But at one point in time, they wasn't on good terms. Now, this beef right here, it started on Twitter. And it started from a fan putting them against each other, saying that, you know, won't they fight each other? And Tank Davis got to laughing, and then Shakur, he responded. And this is just what happened. So I put it up here so y'all can see. Now, after Gervonta Davis got to putting up laughing emojis, thinking shit was funny, Shakur Stevenson was quick to respond. He says, I smoked you back then, and it'll be even worse for your fat ass now. And obviously, what Shakur was talking about is when they had sparred. That clip that I played y'all before earlier in the video, that's what Shakur was talking about. And I know Shakur wasn't lying, because by the way that Gervonta Davis responded when he was standing next to Shakur, when he got a chance to talk about the sparring session. He said, man, I sparred him when he was young and it was cool, but man, I sparred him recently and this dude is bad. So you know Shakur was putting them hands on Tank. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Tank got power and Tank can box, and Tank got a high ring IQ, but he can't outbox Shakur, and his ring IQ ain't on the level of Shakur Stevenson's, and his defense ain't nowhere near on the level of Shakur. Tank will have to rely on knocking Shakur out. And then when that don't happen and you down 7-8 rounds, what you gonna do then? All the way around, Shakur is better, and that's just my opinion. I don't have a problem if y'all think that Tank is unbeatable and he beat Shakur and everybody else. This is just my opinion. And you heard Tank from his own mouth tell you what Shakur do in the ring. You dig what I'm saying? But let's move on and let's get to the next tweet, because Tank did respond. So here it go right here. So Tank response is, "When you smoke me," with more laughing emojis. You feel me? He ain't really say too much right there, but they got into it. The thing is Tank had already pretty much admitted that Shakur Stevenson got with him in sparring. You know what I'm saying? In that interview that I had played when Tank was talking about the sparring session, that was before this beef. Then Shakur come right back on his head again. He said, "Don't act like me and Richard Hitchinson were dogging you before you got your title." Now Tank came back on his helmet and he said, "You faking on Twitter. Stop it. Your last fight got you big-headed already. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna tell you Top Rank had to give you a cab driver because the fans was complaining about you not having no power and you still don't." Now, like I said, man, this shit was getting heated. It was getting real heated, and it gets worse. So Shakur, he clapped back again and he said, "Bro, look at your first 9 fights and look at mine. Look at the people I fought and look at the people you fought. You can't compare to me, and that's facts. Only thing you got is that you older and been pro way longer. You was learning from me when we sparred, and I'm supposed to be your youngin'." And now Tank come right back and he clapped right back at Shakur and he say, "You on the other side of the street, so it's up for grabs for you. Watch your mouth." Now this is what shit get disrespectful, y'all. Shakur come back and he say, "Bum ass ducking Lomachenko, go ahead and be done, you pussy. Dude called you out hella times, but you talk crazy behind the keyboard. In real life, you a hoe. And I know the truth. Bye." So Tank, he ain't respond to that Lomachenko shit. He ain't want to respond to that. But what he did do is he tagged Richard Hitchinson and he says, "I made sure you was good always. Even the time one of the twin Charlos was about to smack fire out you at the 40-40 club." That's crazy that Tank was talking about the Charlos about to smack fire to somebody, because later on down the line, Tank got in beef with the Charlos and the Charlos punked the hell out of Tank, had him backstage scared. Y'all remember when Tank and AB was backstage and Jermell Charlo was calling Tank Davis all type of little bitches and shit, and he was gonna fuck him up? Tank was scared as hell. He got the nerve enough to talk about when the Charlos was about to smack fire out of you at the 40-40 club. Well, Jermell Charlo was about to smack fire out your ass. It had your ass on hush mode. And then Shakur Stevenson, he come back one more again. And he say, "I know the real Tank, and Gervonta ain't no gangster. My brother Anton punched him in his shit as a youngin'. He want all y'all thinking he a street nigga laugh out loud. Some dude just beat them all up at Rose Lounge." Now, all of that, I don't know nothing about none of that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard Tank getting beat up at no lounge, but, they know a lot more than I do what go on in the streets, because, they was all hanging around each other at one point, going to these clubs and all that shit. But I ain't going to even comment on that, and I'm not going to speculate nothing. But I'm just showing y'all what Shakur had to say back in the day to Tank. And, of course, Tank, he came back and he denied it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, man, when I get beat up, who beat me up? But yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, both of these boys, they gonna end up fighting each other, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? If they just don't protect Tank all the way up until the end of his career, hopefully they fight each other. And it's gonna be fireworks when they get in the ring. And before all of that, they gonna get into it again. I can guarantee you that Gervonta Davis and Shakur, they gonna get into it again, because Shakur is a firecracker. He got a mouth on him. And Tank do too. Tank don't talk too much, but Tank like to talk on Twitter. But Shakur, you know what I'm saying, he let the smallest of little things get to him, and then he gonna pop off on your ass. So y'all let me know what y'all think. When they fight, who y'all got winning this fight and how y'all got them winning? Drop a comment in the comment section, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel and you already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.